All right, what it do? It's your boy Baki back with another one. This is gonna be a rough one. We're here to review Rebel Moon Part 2, The Scargiver. So listen, you know how I do reviews, good, bad, ugly. I'll lay things out when I can down here because copyright stuff. I don't want to like blow up the shot, so we're gonna make them real small or whatever we can do to get it in. But dude, it's hard to like do anything positive with this one because I don't know, man. I don't know. There's just not a lot here. I guess that's the issue. You're essentially being given a second part, literally no catch up, no nothing like that. So that's lovely. Just jump right into it, which is awesome. But you're just given the second part of the story essentially. And I guess the issue is because you still don't really know who these characters are and they don't really have any good defining moments that lead to anything else besides, like, I guess you could say, like, generic versions of said things that I'm talking about, right? At the most basic line that exists, you could be like, no, that's not true. This guy did this and then he did this. It's like, yes, but it's the most basic line of that. And I think a lot of it didn't gel well. It's not the worst shit on the planet like people are saying, but it is kind of bad though. It's kind of bad in a sense where there's weird shot choices, there's weird slow-mo choices. There's a part in the movie where two characters are talking for like 10 fucking minutes and he's using this weird ass like distortion lens where it's super focused on the character but everything around them is like distorted to, I mean, to no end, bro. Like legit, like just warped. And it legit threw me off how many times we kept going back and forth to like this one shot. There was nothing really like thought provoking behind the shots. Like, for example, what he could have did was had like a panning shot of the soldiers as he's having this conversation, and maybe they're getting more tense, or whatever else. He's like at describing something, and then he shows it immediately afterwards. So it doesn't really give you any kind of like feeling of thematical theme or anything that something is resonating. You know what I mean? Like a normal movie does if it really knocks that point. And I think that's what he missed altogether. It is a decently shot looking movie though, like, but some of the choreography is kind of off. And I think adding slow mo to it didn't really help in a lot of moments. Then there's like this betrayal part at the very beginning of the movie that just kind of comes across. I don't even know how to describe it. It it just didn't feel very thought out in its execution as to how it went down, you know?
Do it. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for, child? Do it! Do it.
The main character, the Scargiver, right? See, people, okay, okay, before we do that, the whole Scargiver thing is like she's always left behind her. She leaves wakes behind her essentially, so she's leaving scars essentially. Like she's always fucking shit up. So that's why they call her the Scargiver. People think it's because the guy got the scar, but she was already called the Scargiver in the first movie. So I don't know what the hell they're talking about. But anyways, there's a part where she's escaping, and they don't show it. They show her shoot 3 dudes and then 2 more dudes, and then she's out of this big. They show her take an escape pod out of this big ass ship, and she's like, "I just fought my way out." And it's like, see, that's what I'm wondering if it's gone because what we're gonna see with the rated R version. The rated R version should be the true way to probably watch this, but you've already turned a lot of people off with this PG version because it feels like so much is cut. It really does. It does. It really does feel like there's a lot cut in, and the movie flows, but it doesn't feel good a lot of the time. The characters don't feel good. They feel very stale. And you know, the third act is just war essentially. But bro, even the war is off because there's a lot of the times where these characters are standing still and looking at something in awe, and bullets are like flying past them, and I'm like, dude, you're conveying it in a poor ass manner. These guys are supposed to be straight killers, and they're losing the villagers. It's very, I don't know, it's very rough to watch because the whole time you're asking yourself, like, why isn't this not happening, but like, why isn't this a little bit more serious of an ordeal that's going on or whatever else? It's like, I just don't think it worked. And I think that it missed the mark in almost every single manner that it could miss the mark in. I didn't enjoy the characters except for you know, the black dude. That's the only motherfucker I liked, bro, because he had like a straight stoic version, but he was like, he still had a little charm to him, you know. But even that's just the actor. that's not the character. He didn't have anything, but I just liked his charm. I just like him, bro, you know. So it's like, I don't know, man. I think that they missed the mark. I didn't even like the robot like everybody liked the robot. I didn't even like the robot, bro. But the robot had more meat than anybody else, which is weird. In a way that you could like dissect like what it was thinking about when it was like looking at the stars, and it had like it had its moments. But overall, bro, they just missed Zach missed the mark. He missed the mark. And nothing is really like, I don't know. I guess in 2024 it's probably really hard to do, but nothing is really iconic or stands out in any way, shape, or form, you know? I can barely remember the name of the fucking the emperor, Basilarius, Basilani. I don't know his name, bro. But anyways, yeah, it just didn't work with me, man. It was overall a pretty big failure, but still had moments where it looks like it could be better. So that's why I think everything's on the chopping floor. Like, there's probably so much that was cut. I'm guessing. If I had to guess, I'm guessing so much was cut, and Zach's probably working right now to have a better or more definitive version come out soon. That would be my guess. But if not, and the rated R version is bad, it's like, I don't know. It's this movie sucked. It did suck. You know, it's just a movie. Like, it, I don't know. It's not, like I said, it's just a movie. Like, I give it, out of 10, I'd give it like a 4. A 4, yeah. Because it didn't convey anything. There's no real theme. It's just like some Seven Samurai, like modernized bootleg Star Wars. I mean, I guess if that's what you're going for, you nailed it. The actors all did fine. Nobody did bad acting or anything like that. It just didn't have any weight to anything, bro. Like, I've never been non-moved for so long where I'm like watching this movie like, yo, what is going on? It just didn't have any passion behind it. And I'm not going to say like they didn't make it with passion. I'm just saying when you're watching it, there's no passion that you feel as a viewer, at least me personally. You know, I didn't feel anything behind it. So I guess that's my biggest gripe about it is, you know, this is like Zach's baby. You know what I mean? Like, this is his new baby, bro. And right now it's terrible. Like, look at the name SCARGIVER. What the fuck is that, bro? SCARGIVER? That's the lamest name ever, bro. that name is so whack. SCARGIVER. What? That shit don't even sound tight. You're not even killing nobody. You just scarring them. You sound like a degenerate. a shitty boyfriend in college could be a scar giver. Like, what the fuck? The Scar Giver. Like, what a fucking whack name. He really thought that shit was cooking. It's not. I don't know. In my opinion, like for what it was, it's just not even worth your time at the moment. I say if you can and you haven't seen part 1 or part 2, wait. Do not watch. Don't do it. Just wait until the rated R version comes out and watch that version. Cause that'll be, I'm telling you, that's gonna be Zach's version. I don't know what they're gonna change, but that did make me enjoy Batman v Superman a lot more watching like the Ultimate Edition, and same with Justice League, and same with his Watchmen director's cut. Like a lot of his director's cuts do kind of make his movies better. So with that being said, like, you know, I'll give it another shot with the rated R version. But as for this, just don't do it unless you get drunk or get, get a little something in you. Maybe. Or with some friends, maybe. But besides that, it just was not it. That's it. I don't really got much else. I can't even remember really the music. But it had like Anthony Hopkins, I think, at the beginning, doing like the introduction, kind of giving you it gave you a small recap, which was nice. It was quick, I did enjoy that. A little small recap. That was cool. Just threw you right in. But yeah, overall, nah, bro. That ain't it. Sadly. I wish it was, man. I was super excited for it. I was actually really excited. But this was just not it. It was not it. Even the ending, I'm not gonna spoil it, but like it just everything fell apart pretty much. Like by the end, to where I didn't even care. It's almost, you know what it is too? It's too much CGI. Before I get out of here, that's another gripe I got, bro. When you make so much shit CGI, it's like you're in the end of your fight is 2 motherfuckers sliding on blue screens all over the fucking place. Like, bro, it just doesn't resonate well these days, man. Shit with actual, like, tangible things in the environment help out in a major way. And he tried that by adding like there were like 2 rails that stuck out. And I was like, see, that's a smart attempt to do that, but you need more. You need more to sell it, right? It was like they're like sliding down. It's in the trailer, like when there's like they're like sliding down some shit. I'm like, bro, it just doesn't have any weight to it. So it just doesn't feel authentic. And I think that's where they missed the mark with the CGI. Some of the CGI looks great when it's happening, but there'll be a part. Remember, there's a part in the movie where there's a big ass ship, and eventually the ship gets taken down, right? Obviously, right? It's the good guys are gonna win. It's not a spoiler, right? Who the fuck thinks the bad guys are gonna win? Okay, so when the bad guys lose, and there's a ship that's going down, and as the ship is going down, the heroes are like standing there looking at the ship like in awe with like their guns up and shit. Like everybody's just looking up, but bullets are still flying past these fucking people. And I'm like, see, you're losing me at that shit. If these are like tactical fucking guys that you're with that are like actual soldiers, you're making it too much about the theme, and because of that, everything else is falling apart about your story. You have to keep everything kind of together in that sense. If they're like fucking deadly assassins or like, workers of this motherfucker or that motherfucker, they're supposed to be like these soldiers that are equipped. And he was like, this dude was talking up his soldiers the whole time about how they're about to lose how these villagers are about to lose. Old boy was like, as you're talking right now, my soldiers are going around your shit and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's like, and then these niggas are looking up at this thing for like 5 minutes like this. And bullets are just going. Just nonstop. And I was just like, for a minute too. Like it was for a while. And it happened multiple times like that. So, like, I don't know. I just didn't enjoy that aspect of it. And then there was, like, some Deus Ex Machina shit kind of at the end. But I don't want to spoil that. But, like, the extra people came out of nowhere to help win the fight. And it's like, where the fuck y'all been? The fuck? Here y'all come. And they're like, oh, they saved the day. Overall, it's whack, bro. I don't know. I don't like it. Like I said, 4 out of 10. I give this shit a 4 out of 10. That's going to be it for me on this recording. I appreciate y'all. Y'all be easy out there. If you haven't done so, hit the subscribe button, baby. We're going to be pushing them out. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.